Okay, so what we have here is the After Effects interface. I've just started up, and when you usually start it up, you'll probably see something like this asking you if you want to make a new project or open a recent project or something like that. But we'll just go ahead and close that out because you can do all that from the menus at the top as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and go over the layout real quick. Right now I'm on small screen. Let me go ahead and set it to... see, what's the default? We'll do the standard layout. Oh, I'm actually on the standard layout. Good. So this is the standard layout. Sometimes you might also see the essentials layout or the small screen layout, depending on what sort of screen you have. But basically, these are the three that you're most likely to deal with when you first open up the program. I'm going to leave it on standard while I'm going over stuff. If you want to change your workspace, that's fine, but just know that it's going to be different from mine. So up at the top here, we have the tools that you can use within After Effects. You got your standard selection tool, hand tool, which allows you to pan, kind of move the canvas around when we get to it, as well as some other tools that you may be familiar with from other Adobe programs. Over to the right here would be a context-based menu, so depending on which tool you have selected, this could change. Even if you have different layers, sometimes it changes things based off of that. Over here is our project panel. This is going to house your compositions, which we'll go over in a little bit, and anything that you have imported into After Effects, whether it's image files, video files, animation files, any of that stuff should sit here. Here's your composition panel. This is going to be like your stage. This is where you're actually going to interact with your project over in this section. And once we get a composition built, we'll actually see that fill in and allow you to start putting stuff within here. Over to our right here, we have our different assorted panels depending on what you're working with. They tend to, it may not look exactly like the one that I have set up. In fact, your timeline might stretch all the way out to the bottom. But as you open other tools and features up, or if you go into the Windows menu up at the top here, you'll be able to change what shows up over in this menu here. So all your panels and stuff like that that have to do with your tools will be listed over here. Then down at the bottom, this is one of the most important parts of After Effects. On the left here, you have your layers, and on the right here is your timeline. If you're new to working with timeline-based media, it's going to take you a little while to get used to this, but this is where a lot of your interaction is going to happen as far as the actual animation goes. So this has been a general overview of the After Effects interface. The next lesson that we're going to go through is how to actually create a project within After Effects.